special one because we're broadcasting live from the amazing windows on the lake with El Pellegrino, Ranjana, and Donna, and Rah is over here, and Brettney. And we're really excited because Trauma Talks is only a week away, the Manhattan live event. And we want you all to be there. And everybody's here to talk about it and celebrate Rah and this amazing event that he's bringing to everybody. And we're going to start with Brettney. Brettney, you coming back or Rah?
Well, you guys talk.
We're going to talk? Okay, well, Elle, tell us about your beautiful place. We're really excited to be here.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for this amazing, wonderful experience of being with this incredible group of people that I adore. They're just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We're in Lake Ronkonkoma on Long Island, New York. And I have 2 wedding catering halls. One Windows on the Lake, the other one Beach Club Estate. Right now we're at Windows. We just came from you guys doing a TV show from a friend of mine. And then we went to another event, and now we're here to project what's to come next weekend that you guys don't want to miss, right?
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. So my name is Elle. My original name is Ellen, which means the light. But Elle is the light of God within you. And I go by Priestess Elle because priestess is the essence of raising your vibration that you are connected with God. So we are all lights of God. And if you're not in that alignment, I help you get there.
We all need that.
Yeah. You got to know who you are and enjoy life because it's precious. And it's fun to see Donna today because Donna's an old friend, and I met her with Mike Beckwith, and that was a pretty phenomenal experience in LA. Yeah. And meeting Ranja and Rah, who are passionate people about making sure that this event is truly spectacular. Yeah. So what would you like to add, love?
I am so excited for next Thursday, and I can't wait for the event to start. And most of all, to see the audience there, to see the speakers, to see the performers that's going to be there. I'm so excited about sharing my story, my trauma on Broadway. And today I was really excited about seeing New York magazine that we are on the front cover. I mean, how exciting is that?
Oh, that was very cool to be the front page of the magazine. Was the Washington?
New York Weekly.
New York Weekly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. It was gorgeous. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many magical things are happening. God, when you learn to be in the flow of the universe, you embrace the magic of life. And then you're in this vibration of knowing the universe just wants to give you more and more if you allow it.
That's true.
And that's what's been happening nonstop.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we all know that story matters.
Yes.
Story heals, and stories transform people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have our stories, and to know that people know that they're not alone, and they're not whether it's a sexual, whether it's physical, whether it's verbal abuse or whatever it is, we all have what we experience, and those pains are real. But the thing is, you don't want those pains to permeate and for it to dictate our reality. And the essence of the conference is to heal. I have a thing called the Age of New Beginnings, and the consciousness is God bless what we went through because it made us who we are. But at this moment and this time is a new beginning, and how we're going to live from this point forward. And that's in a higher place of we know what hell and back looks like, and now we're just ready for the best to come. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, and Donna.
Oh. Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Donna McGrath, and I'm a quantum energy healer and spiritual psychologist. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I'm excited for next week as well to share not only my story of transformation, but I'm a quantum energy healer, and I'm going to be sharing cases of miracle healing. And so it's wonderful and healing to hear the stories and to know that you can believe in miracles, because they actually do happen. And I've been blessed to experience many miracles from my clients. And at one point, I realized that I was the center point of knowing each miracle. Like I would have one from one person and another person and another person. And then it came to me that I was the center point of really facilitating these miracles and these healings, but also understanding how miracles are created. And that's what I do in my work. I go back and identify the core issues and transform the core issues. And if you get to the core issues in which a certain disease was created from and remove that from the soul records, miracles happen. It's just like a transformative paradigm shift, really, and then the healing occurs. So I'm pleased to be sharing my stories next week, and I'm really excited that it's on Broadway. I think that's so unique and so wonderful. Thank you, Raj.
Yes.
And I'll see you all next week.
Wow.
And I always want to jump in and thank Rob, because I can't thank you enough. I always tease him, because when I got into sound therapy, I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going to shout about it from the rooftops, but I am so afraid of heights. And this lovely man gave me a beautiful stage on Broadway. He encouraged me, and he encourages everybody. And it was a magical experience, because even like for me to get up on stage, I've done mostly everything on Zoom. And there was something so healing about being on the stage and being with all these amazing speakers and then the audience. So you're not only helping the audience, but you get this other additional healing that you weren't expecting, because you're all connecting on this really intimate level. And it was such a beautiful experience. I was telling everybody, you have to be on the stage with Rob, because you made it magical. You really did. And he's a true visionary. The way he plans everything and does everything is like no other. You really should be like a major like film director, and you do like everything beautiful. So I'm just like so proud,
top notch,
and honored,
absolutely top
to be with
notch.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And everyone's
all.
got to join him, because he's just like that
Yeah.
amazing. And I always meet the greatest people, so I'm like super excited.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Trauma Talk Thursdays. This is a special edition with a sneak peek of our amazing motivational angels. They're not just speakers, because each one of them has a story that will resonate with you. Each one of them is coming here to uplift you. You have to get your tickets to come and meet them on Broadway next Thursday, June 12th. And listen, you think it's only them? I'm sitting here with these 4 beautiful ladies, and I have 2 amazing, beautiful ladies backstage and a handsome guy waiting to come up to share with you for 2 minutes how they're excited about what they're about to talk to you about, and the gifts. And when I say gifts, it don't mean to say it has to be a Visa card. It doesn't mean to say it has to be a trip. But the gift they're about to give back to all of you, you definitely want to be there to witness this and to receive it. And it's all part of the blessings that we bring together. You know, this is Rah, and I bring you all the love and the energy. So without further ado, let me introduce my co-host, Brettney Purr.
Yay.
Sorry, I had to move.
Brittany.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh my goodness. I wish I was there right now. I am in sunny Los Angeles, but that venue looks incredible. And I can't wait to be out there next week for this event that I'm already just feeling the energy is going to be amazing. So to you, our community, you are more than an audience. You are our community. You are a part of something that is greater. You are part of a shift within not only yourself, but within the world to take a stand and make a change in mental health And it does really start with you stepping forward, stepping up, and saying, I'm ready. And being ready is joining us for this event. You have powerful healers. Look at that space right there. All these amazing, beautiful people that have been there, that have the success, that have the track record. And most of all, it's not just one size fits all. This is the only thing you can do. You have quantum healers. You have so many energetic sound healers. You have so many people, so many modalities that if one doesn't work for you, there is definitely someone who you're going to connect with their story and connect with their healing journey in a way that gets you into the space that you are meant to be and that you want to be in. So please join us for this event. I'm excited even to just be part of this amazing epic group. And of course, Rah, you are absolutely incredible to put this on year after year. Blood, sweat, and tears. You have no idea how much you do behind the scenes. And I'm going to say that until I'm blue in the face, because he really puts on an incredible event. So you do not want to miss out on this. And what a fantastic event that Rah puts on. You never know what it's going to be like next year. If you miss it this year, you miss it. You just got to be there. So thank you, Rah, and thank you everyone who is joining in and who said yes to share their stories, because that is a space of power and vulnerability. When you are willing and able and ready to share your story, you know these people are not people that you can really mess with. Like when you're willing to be open and vulnerable, that means you are in your authenticity, and no one throwing any, spears or anything is really going to get to you. Like you're in your power, and that's what power looks like real, true authenticity. So, huge applause for everybody being open and vulnerable to share their stories as well.
Yes.
So if you want to introduce, we have two amazing guests that's part of our conference. That's backstage. It's Tammy, the Mirza.
Yay,
And
Tammy!
we have, you guys know, the amazing Vasa.
And we have Bonnie in the chat.
Who's in the back? We
She
missing
said,
anybody?
said Melanie and Pat.
Yeah.
Bonnie.
There's nobody else backstage.
Is she?
Everybody is here.
No, everybody's here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see someone in the chat, Bonnie, who's saying hi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
Bonnie.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can't see the chat. We gotta go over here to see the chat.
Oh no.
Hey,
Okay.
Bonnie.
Okay.
Hello, Bonnie.
Aw.
All right, so I'll put it up. So we want to give Tammy and Vasa a chance to tell us about their excitement that they're coming to New York City.
Well, first of all, New York City is one of my favorite places in the world. The energy as you're flying in, you can feel. It is, for me, because it's one of my favorite, getting to speak there for the second time. I spoke there, started speaking last year, and I got an opportunity to speak in Manhattan. And to be able to do it again, and with such a wonderful group of people, I just want everybody to come and hear these stories of being victims to victors. We all have really gone through it. I have met quite a few people that went through homelessness like me. You would never know it by looking at me, but I have literally been through hell. And it's because I disowned myself. I didn't trust myself. I wanted to believe in somebody else that had passion. I wanted to stop being the freak in the room, because I have supernatural abilities that started when I was 11 years old. And to be honest, I really didn't know how to handle it. And I was immature, and it was painful. And I just shook my fist at God one day and said, take this away from me. I'm not mature enough to deal with it. But if I ever do get mature, bring it back. And boy, did it ever come back 13 years later. So it is a fascinating journey for me of talking about you being a spiritual being with supernatural abilities through your five senses, and how I went through that journey of disowning it, not wanting anything to do with it, wanting to be normal and natural. And I was never going to be that way. So now I just fly the freak flag and say, run to me or run from me. I'm good. I want you guys to come and meet us, come and hug us, come and look eye to eye with us. We're people that have actually overcome quite a bit of what the world could possibly throw at you. Some of us really masters in it. And I was really comforted a couple of weeks ago. I was in Sir Dr. James Dentley's speaking class, and now I'm a speaker trainer for him. And he was saying all masters are homeless. And I went, well, hello, yes. So it's going to be fun to get to meet everybody. I'm going to have a table. I'll have some of my books. I've got international bestsellers. I'm really thrilled to just be in person with other people who are as hungry as I am to grow. And that's the reason you come. You have an insatiable hunger to grow and to learn. And that is all of us. And that's what we've been through. So I can't wait to meet all of you. I can't wait to meet the speakers and to get all these hugs. And Scott, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. And Susie, thank you so much for inviting me and knowing that I would fit in. Thanks.
Yay. Super excited.
Great sharing. It's such a privilege to be amongst you all. You know, each one is an accomplished healer and accomplished speaker. So I feel honored to be part of this group. And I'm excited. I was at Broadway yesterday. I was in New York. Go to Broadway and just walk that street and feel what it is going to feel next week. And I'll tell you, you know, the thought of what I was going to deliver, I had goosebumps saying like, oh my God, this is my story. I want to share it with the world. Because as Rah says, you know, you don't have to think of impacting 100 people to begin with. Even if you are able to make a difference to one person, it's going to be phenomenal. And I'm sure each one of us has a story that can relate to you all. So definitely make a conscious attempt to attend this event. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to learn from experiences and healers across different domains. Somebody who is into specifically motivational speaking, someone who is a sound therapist, somebody who's a doctor. I'm a mergers and acquisitions professional, but you know, I need to deliver my work. When things go bad, how did I overcome my challenge to make sure that I am who I am today? Because one thing I firmly believe in, that pain is inevitable. Okay, everybody goes through some sort of a challenge and trauma in life. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. It's how you use the different tools that exist in this universe will help determine how you're going to come out of it. Your resilience depends on this tool. So what I did, before even having challenges in life, I had learned a tool, and that is something that is practiced in 180 countries, and over 800 million people have been impacted by it. So I'm going to share what I did right and how it worked for me. So definitely very excited to meet the speakers, meet Rah, and each one of us here has something to give and offer to the world. So I'm very excited to see you.
Super exciting.
You know what I think is amazing? That Rah has also created an amazing VIP ticket. So you can come, you can be in the audience, it's the minimal cost, but the VIP ticket is when you get to really get to know us on such a different level. and you're able to go to the gala the following night. And some of the exciting things that we're going to experience at the gala, so the VIP tickets, something you want to experience. We have fire dancers, we have live artists, we have performers that are just mind-blowing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of David Young. He's got awards. He's on soundscapes. He takes you into different dimensions, playing his 2 flutes. He's going to be performing. There is so much more. And that's just a little touch of the magic that's to come. So you want to attend, you want to get your VIP ticket and get the most of the experience, because to have all these amazing people in one room from all the different corners of the earth is such a blessing. Such a blessing.
Super cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. You bringing someone else up?
Nobody's there.
Okay.
I sent it out to Evelyn and everyone. Go ahead, Brettney. You can talk.
Oh, the kitty's there. Coney
Ah,
kitty.
he wants to give you love. He wants to give you love.
Cone, he's been missing for the past couple of weeks because, yeah, he's had his own thing to go through that I've been supporting him on. But
Aw.
yeah, it happens. Oops. Yeah.
Everybody needs love.
Oh, especially these
True.
precious little critters. So that help keep us sane. He is also a healer himself. So, but yeah, I just heard that there was fire dancers at the VIP
Yes.
event.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
What else do you need? What else? Do you need?
Well, I don't. Have you ever seen a live artist? I mean, she is magical. So from the beginning to the end of the gala, when you see the end of what she's going to create, it is phenomenal.
Okay.
And then David Young, I don't know, but he's a spiritualist that has been around the world and all these who events, and he's going to give us something that's magical for us to experience. Take us into different dimensions through playing his flutes, and he has his artwork there that's available. And I believe, I don't know if you guys like freestyle music. I don't know if you guys ever heard that song, Hungry for Your Love.
Yeah.
Well, Star Hansen, he'll be there performing. And
Oh my God.
yeah. And location's fabulous. And we have even
Yes.
more things that to be announced. Yeah.
So
Good
at the
stuff.
VIP, that's where we get to wine, dine, enjoy our own time for some healing, some awards, and
Yes.
incredible entertainment. Elle, I heard that you brought a lot of these entertainers in, and and the location is amazing. Food and drinks are included with that ticket, and also seeing us live on stage. So why wouldn't you join in for the VIP gala? It is, I mean, last year was an incredible event, rooftop venue, so much fun in a private room. I am just blown away at how this is just amped up for this year, and I'm so excited for it. So join us, come play, come speak to us heart to heart. That is going to be the real time where we can sit down and have some conversations and see how we can support our guests, our community within healing, within supporting you out in the world. So definitely come to the VIP event. That is probably going to be the biggest support to you, besides hearing our stories. Equally important, sharing those journeys that we go through, and that you're not alone in this journey of life. So
That's amazing. And Brittany, I want to go around right now. We're like 8 of us on here, and I want to give them a sneak peek for just not, I don't want you to give away anything like Vasa, just give them a sneak peek, but give them a 2 minute, just 2 minutes of what they're about to get. Because afterwards, when you check this, it's on YouTube on 4 different channels. It's on LinkedIn. It's on my 3 different Facebook. So when you see the numbers a little, it's people are watching this, and then it goes on the podcast. So think about this. You're hearing this on Spotify right now and knowing about this event. I want you to understand what Tammy is about to bring. I want you to understand what Ranjana is about to bring. When you hear Rah come out and you hear into the unknown, then you're going to know what you're stepping into. And then you hear this guy talking about the into the unknown. And then he starts to talk about this guy who is just about 19 years old. And he opens his first business and what happens next. So each one of them is about to tell you, just 2 minutes, what you're about to witness.
Okay. Good stuff.
Thank you, go first.
Hello. Spirit.
Hello. Okay. Well, I'm going to be speaking about my spiritual journey. My new book is called
So sorry.
From Corporate Mentality to Spiritual Reality, a true out-of-body journey to enlightenment. I was enlightened in 1994 after I experienced a tragic death of my 5-year-old cousin and the brutal murder of my aunt 6 months later.
Wow.
And my uncle died also at the same time. So I went through a little bit of a depression, and that's what triggered me to look inward and start to meditate. So I went to a meditation group and I knew nothing about it. Now, before this, I was a scientific salesperson and I worked for a number of the big pharma companies. I was the #1 sales rep for Becton Dickinson in New York, New Jersey, and Long Island. And I sold really highly technical flow cytometers to the laboratories that diagnoses cancer. Okay. And anyway, I kind of, after the deaths of my family members, I quit and I looked inward and I spent a lot of time meditating. And after about 6 months, I read the book, The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield, which I'm sure most of you have known, right? And it was #1 on the New York Times bestseller list for about 4 years. And while I was reading the book, a beam of light came down and filled the entire house. And I had an out-of-body experience where I went through the light and to the other side and to the Andromeda galaxy, to the light of God, where I was shown the history of the planet and downloaded with the Akashic records of the planet, as well as I asked at the end, the light asked me, basically God asked me if I had any other questions. And I said, yes, I want to know how life is created and what is the cure for all diseases. And so I was downloaded with the Flower of Life Sacred Geometry and much information. So I was there and I came back and I was completely transformed. So after that, that's when I received the gifts of being able to heal energetically with people.
Wow.
So I'm going to be sharing that experience as well as some case histories that I've had of totally miraculous healings.
Wow. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
I do not want to follow that.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's amazing. You go.
Me go? Okay. All
I'm
right.
not following that. That was freaking amazing.
I went through a series of accidents that I should have died, one after another, and to the point where I crushed 6 vertebrae, smashed my tailbone, smacked my head on Montauk Highway. And when I went to a neurologist, the neurologist says, well, you just have to learn how to deal with it. And I learned, I went through a decade of classes and things to raise my vibration to a point where I don't need meds and I'm fine. And I do quantum healing work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about my experiences. I'm going to talk about quantum healing, and I'm going to raise the vibration in the room. So everybody's going to feel an energetic shift.
Right.
But love?
I said I have my hand raised.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. So tapping in to the magic that is within all of us and allowing yourself to receive and knowing that you deserve because it's there for you. And it's up to us whether we're ready to accept what is there for us. And I can't wait to connect with everybody there, raise the vibration, and have the most amazing time. So what I do is I do quantum healing work, and I help people ascend. And life is precious, and we don't need to sit in the lower vibration because it's really sucky. It doesn't feel good, and this is our time to shine. And so raise our soul light and beam it, live it, experience it to the highest degree.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. That's amazing.
Wow, what a share. So my name is Vanjana. I am adopted from India, raised in Denmark, currently residing in United States in New York City. Being adopted comes with a complex journey itself, being adopted. But when you have other trauma in your life, sexually assault, mentally abused, domestic violence, on top of that, a chocolate addiction. How do you overcome all those together? I didn't speak about my story for 40 years. It wasn't until I encountered Tony Robbins that I opened up, because he talked about the blessings and the gift that trauma has, but also the forgiveness of your trauma, being adopted, seeing myself as a blessing and a gift to self, by forgiving my birth mother, forgiving the trauma, forgiving the person that hurt me and gave me addiction. So that is what I'm going to speak about, how you come from faith to freedom, how you create freedom in your life, free of pain, free of suffering, and not being a victim, but a victor.
Beautiful. Okay, my name is Susie, and I'm going to be talking all about sound therapy and how it saved my life and completely changed it. I'm talking louder. And the defining moment for me was, and that's what I really want to talk about on stage, is that everything we need to heal is within us. And the doctors made me believe that I needed to be on all these immune suppressors. And I still remember the day in the office when I was refusing to take them, because I was showing them a line in the pamphlet that said, it may cause blindness, because he didn't understand why I didn't want to take it.
Cool.
So I'm pointing, it may cause blindness. And he looks at me and he goes, that almost rarely never happens. And I still think about that. Rarely, almost never happens. And I still always think this would be like an airline commercial. Always airlines. We almost rarely never crash. Would you fly on that airline? So that's when I decided I can't do these medications. I'm going to risk, because at that point, I literally had woken up paralyzed one day. They put me on all this prednisone, and they said, you're going to have to be on immune suppressors. And I went the journey of all natural foods. I gave up gluten and sugar, and I got about 80% better. But I didn't get my energy back, and I had severe brain fog. And that led me to like depression, because I was creative and I was energetic, and I couldn't do any of my artwork. I couldn't work out anymore. And the doctors were like, you're even lucky to be walking. Like, you shouldn't complain. Like, this is lupus. With lupus, you just don't have energy. That's going to be your life. And my first sound therapy treatment is what I'm going to be talking about, and how that treatment changed everything, to the point where I literally got up after my first treatment and went, I want to be a sound therapist, even though I had no idea what it was. It was just like, I felt different after one treatment. And I want to tell people all about how with sound, even just your own voice and humming, you can release so many amazing chemicals in your body. Just by humming, it releases nitric oxide, and it triggers your vagus nerve to relax. It prevents heart attacks and strokes. It's actually antiviral. So when all the COVID stuff was happening, if you were humming, you'd be fine. It's like crazy what humming can do. So everything we need, we're born with. And that's our voice and our mindset and what we contribute to other, like being in the presence of other people with good energy. That's what we really need. And we're all capable of doing it ourselves. without all the meds and all the crazy stuff they want us to take.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to be talking about.
Love it.
That's excellent.
So beautiful.
So much. Amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Brittany, there's Blossom, and there's Tammy, one of them to chair.
Yeah.
I was just checking to see if Evelyn came on.
Oh, is Evelyn come? Okay.
No, she didn't.
Okay. What about Bonnie?
Nobody came on.
Oh, okay.
So one of them can go next.
Yeah, Bonnie
Okay, I
is in the chat wondering where you are, Rah. And she says, love you.
Oh, love Bonnie. Bonnie's going to be at the VIP dinner.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, yay, yay.
So Vasa could go, Tammy could go, and then Brittany.
Oh, Vasa, you're muted.
Yeah. Unmute yourself, love.
Great. Yes, I gave a quick sneak peek earlier, just to repeat. Are you hearing an echo?
Yes.
You guys.
You're beautiful. You're okay.
We're hearing it.
Sound is good.
Okay. Is this better now?
We're good on this end.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, great. So I gave a quick sneak peek, but just to tell you, like, my life is going great. Work-wise, fantastic. Professionally, great. Personal and spiritual, fantastic. Family life, great. Recently moved to North America. Settled well, and then suddenly I get a call from my dad's doctor that if you want to meet your dad, it's now or never. And it was 3 a.m. In the night, and you wake up and you get this call. You are already a bit traumatized when you hear this. I go there. He moves to a vegetative state, and my success in life I greatly owe to my dad. And seeing him in that state was kind of a big shock for me. But he was in that vegetative state for a few months. I came back to Canada, and then he passed away, so I had to go back. So it was a very deep, traumatic experience for me, because I'd never experienced something like this before, because life is going smooth. And then a series of other things happened in life. So I was like, okay, if life hits you hard, it's not just one punch, right? It's one punch from here, one punch from the other side. So I learned a few skills to overcome that. But one thing that helped me was something that I had learned much before, was a breathing technique called Sudarshan Kriya. And I'm going to talk about how that helped me heal my trauma and come out stronger without having to pop a pill. So I think that for me was a big thing. And I'm going to share more about the art of living, Sudarshan Kriya, and other techniques that I leveraged, the NLP and the journaling, that really helped me. And I am sure once you experience that, many, many people will be able to benefit from it. Overall, as I said, it is there in 180 countries, and it has impacted over 800 million people globally. Yet, the population of the world is much more. So the rest of the world still doesn't know. And I'm going to share more about it, which I'm sure will benefit you.
Okay, I am Tammy Demirza. I'm internationally known as the Breakthrough Alchemist because I read the superconscious, the subconscious, and the physical. I can remotely view. I can do all sorts of things. I'm definitely going to share my story. But to me, the most important thing that I have to share with those of you that are going to come is how you have supernatural powers like me. One of the things that I decided years ago was that if I didn't share how to become intuitive, how to see beyond what is seen, how to hear beyond what somebody is saying, how to digest life with clairgustance, how to use your scent to smell a rat, how your clairsentience is actually your inner genius, your inner guidance system, and how very famous people like Steve Jobs was clairvoyant and clairsentient. So it's going to be an educational thing, even though I'm going to be talking about trauma. I'm going to be sharing what I went through. I want people to know it's not always an easy journey, and we come here to experience the dichotomies. But if you take the dichotomy and you choose differently, and you really want, and you step into the power of that, and then you start owning who you are, you start embodying it, standing in it, going, no, I know better than that. I know by what I'm hearing you not say what role you'll play in my life. Can you imagine having that power, that ability? So that is a great deal of what I'm going to be sharing. And I'm so thrilled to be here. I had no idea who the other speakers were, and now I know this is my tribe. I belong here, and you belong here with us. We're going to show you ways to do it, ways to awaken that inner genius within you so that you too can leave and have an awareness, an awakening of your source, of who you are, of how big you are, and how you can't even measure. You can't not be loved, and you can't measure it either. So one of the things that I hope that you will get from all of us is how much you are unconditionally loved and doted after, and how spirit looks at you from a totally different vantage point than anybody else in the world, unless they are evolved. And it's really like them watching. One day I was in a session and I heard, where do you think reality came from? It's God's watching all of you, acting emotional, traumatized, and all of this. That's why they gave reality shows so that we could see what the spirit world watches us do. We're screaming and yelling, but really, we're so loved, and we have this power. And once we learn how to use it, you're unstoppable.
Woo!
Beautiful.
I love it. You're doing some magic there too.
And I'm raising the vibration. I want everybody to hear it clearly and connect to
love
it. Yeah.
I love it. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right.
Wow,
So
you
I
need to come on.
guess-
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi,
You need to come on.
For a bit.
So what you gonna share, Brittany?
All right. So I hear Rah in the background. What's he saying? Hold on 1 minute.
Brettney is third.
Okay.
That's
All right.
all.
We miss your pretty face, Rah.
I love it from the side.
So my talks usually circle around fear. And when it comes to fear, fear is such a tricky thing that we don't really pay attention to, that we don't really understand. And I grew up being extremely fearful in a haunted house. I've shared that story before. But what I take people through is an experience to understand and connect. If I'm going to give you a modality to use, I want you to apply it now so that you can apply it in the future and beyond that, and see if it fits you. If you try it on, like, does this work for you? Or are you going to need a different modality, like what Tammy has, like what Vasa has, like what everyone else is sharing, their own tools to help you through this? Or you get to try it on. You get to try it out. So I bring more of an experiential space to what I talk about. But this talk is going to be a little different. I like to change it up. And it's going to be about being human, being present with our flaws, understanding what the human condition is, and beginning to remove the mask, beginning to remove the demonization of humanity, and begin to see, oh, I can become that at any point in time once I remove this fear paradigm from that. And then you don't have to fear that. You can step into your power and understand what it really means to be human, like what several other speakers have spoken about already. So just a little funny thing about intuition. Intuition has gotten me into trouble. It's like things come out of my mouth, and it's like, I'll be in a conversation and then mention something about like the mafia, and then someone will turn around and be like, "How did you know that?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, intuition." um, it's okay to be embarrassed. It's okay to have these moments where things happen, where humanness happens. And how do we get over that when we are so inundated with social media that is this guise of perfection, this miasma of you have to be, you should be, instead of let's step into your real possibility of what you get to be and how expansive the human experience really is. So that's what I get to bring to the table, removing that fear that holds us back so that you can live life to your fullest and most authentic and really stop hiding, because we've been there. We know the pain, and it's okay. It's part of the human condition to be seen, be heard, and be understood, and to share on these things, and to be open and vulnerable. And we here are stepping into that power and showing you that the water is safe. So thank you.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo! Isn't this powerful, everyone? Think about this is just a sneak peek. And listen, we have a one up for you guys. We have an amazing Bhavna is here, and she would share as well what she is going to tell for 2 minutes before I come back. By the way, Vasa, I have something for you. There are comments that people are texting me. They tell you you have a cute face. Smile.
You're so
You're
cute.
so cute.
Yes.
Hey everybody, this is Bhavna Srivastava, the Golden Light, and I am excited to meet all of you there. Hey Donna, hey Ranjana. It's so good to see all of you. Hey Brittany,
Hello.
hey Rah, and we have Vasa. Hello Vasa. And Tammy.
Bhavna.
So
Good to meet
Bhavna,
all of you.
great to meet you as well. We were going around and sharing a little bit of what our talk is about. So please, if you are open and ready to do that, we'd love to hear your share on
Definitely,
just
definitely. So my talk is all about trauma healing and self-care, and how you can actually heal from trauma when you've gone through that in your life, and how it is going to shift you, and how the journey from trauma into love. So I'm all about love being the golden light, and how to actually shift into being into that, and how to live with that even though you might have the trauma. So I will be doing some activations, some initiations, some soul work, and we'll also go through, like, it is intense because I do everything I do is at the soul level. So I will also do a little bit of, mind, what the mind talks, what the heart, I'll do the alignment. I will also bring in some soul activations and initiations to shift people into love, because that's the most important part, right? To shift into love. Because when you shift into love, slowly you can start to let go of what doesn't serve you, but to recognize, and then to recognize that, okay, this was my trauma in the past, but this is where I am. And this trauma was just the fire to make me the gold, and now I am the gold. So, shifting people to recognize their strength is that it is the part of your spiritual journey to be more of you. And it's like you are like a rose, but before the rose, you're opening up as you start to receive, and you take out all the petals, and you let go of what doesn't serve you, but in order to reach the rose and the rose to bloom, there's thorns, which is just like the traumas. So don't let those traumas, which is the thorns, stop you from being the rose and blooming. So just a little analogy of, what I will be offering and how it'll shift you to be more of you. Because I believe every person has their own spiritual soul's light, and the traumas sometimes can put that off, or dim it. So with this activations I will be offering that day, on the 12th, people will shift and their light's going to go boom. So definitely, if you want that boom and your lights to start to get back up, because in togetherness, if we all shine together, our lights are going to be brighter and we can put the darkness away. So it is important for all of us to come together. So it is important, if you feel inside of you, you are a powerful soul and you just need that little push, be there. Don't miss it for anything else, because we have amazing lineup of people. They'll be saying different things. I'll be doing something different and very unique. So be there.
Beautiful. Everybody else is backstage just before we go. Because I sent it to Michael and okay, so nobody is there, so we good.
All right. So we're about to wrap up here, and you guys have heard from just a few of our amazing angels who is coming on Broadway in Times Square to share their amazing story with you. Let me tell you. See, when Rah comes with trauma, he didn't just come with trauma. He came with the healing from a kid. You see, because I wouldn't have been here. See, Vasa talks about Sudarshan Kriya. See, I have this sister, and I call her my sister because she's a cousin. It was my stepfather's brother, his stepdaughter, and her mother was my aunt. And they used to teach me a lot of different things. Today, she's suffering with some brain loss where she loses her memory and stuff. But since then, back in the 90s, she has taught me about Sudarshan Kriya. Some of my deepest meditations, when I used to go through a lot of stress and trauma, running out of a house at 2 a.m. in the morning, being ran out and having this pain in my stomach because of stress and worries. And she would put her healing hands on me and pray for me. We would sit and meditate together. My times of the stories of the Mahabharata and Sri Krishna all resonated from a child. So when some people started thinking that we just started this a couple years ago, Rah has brought it from a young age. I have brought meditation. I have brought an energy, good energy with me. And when you join me on the stage on Broadway, you actually share that energy with you, together with the energy that shines within you. And this is what we are bringing on your trauma talks into the unknown. As we say, you step into the unknown with all of us on June 12th on Broadway at the Theater Center. Come and join us. You would never feel that you're there for 6 hours because you would just want more and more and more, as all these amazing souls have to offer. This is Rah, Ranjana, the amazing Priestess L, the song sorceress Susie. We have the energy healer right here. When she told me yesterday, Rah, I have, through the phone, I breathe life back into the lungs of someone. I couldn't believe it. We have Donna. We have the amazing Brittany Purr. We have Tammy De Mirza. We're coming in from Florida. We have Nina. She is a very great feng shui, right? Feng shui healer. We have Maria, another feng shui healer.
And Dowsa.
We have amazing Vasa coming in from Canada, and Bhavna, together with other amazing speakers as well. Do not miss this. Today, we just wanted to give you a sneak peek, of what you're about to get on Broadway. Please get your tickets. And listen, if you think you're just coming to sit with us and listen, and you're going to get to meet my speakers, no. You want to get up close and person with them and meet them and hug them and take some photos with them? That only happens at the VIP night on June 13th. So get your VIP tickets now. This is Rah and all my amazing speakers. We love you. Good night to all of you.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Much love. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody.
That's beautiful.
Love you
Also,
all.